I'm Brandon Allinger from Prop Store. I want to take you guys through a couple of great Star Wars artwork lots that we have coming up in the Entertainment Memorabilia Live auction. So I'll start with the first film, Star Wars A New Hope, 1977. This is a set of printed copy storyboards for the film, visual effects storyboards. What's great about these is it is probably the very first set of visual effects boards that were produced. So it's a lot of the very early artwork, predominantly by ILM visual effects art director Joe Johnston. You can see as I flip through here, this is a good example. The Falcon, or the pirate ship here, is the early version, the long pirate ship before it turned into the flying hamburger design. This is the one that was originally conceived by Colin Cantwell and appears in a lot of the early artwork for the film. You can see there are notes here on the board, possibly by someone like John Dykstra or Richard Edlund. These are printed into the copy. They're not hand-drawn on this particular set, but I think this is the only set of this style that we've ever handled. This board here, the artwork is by Alex Tavaleris. Alex Tavaleris did some of the very early storyboard artwork on the film as well, and you can tell just by the style that that's a Tavaleris board. I believe there's over 200 frames in this set. You can see they are all before any of the information on elements was added in. So you may have seen other storyboards for the first film where there's a grid at the bottom of the page which shows a breakdown of the elements that would have gone into each shot. At this point, they were literally just the artist version of the shot, just the artwork itself with a few handwritten notes. Here we see the early version of Chewbacca, the lemur-like version of Chewbacca. Keep flipping through. The TIE fighter here, you can see, if you're familiar with Colin Cantwell's models, that's taken directly from the Cantwell model. More TIE fighter, let's skip ahead. This is the end of the film. This is the Rebels attacking on the Death Star. You can see the X-Wing and the Y-Wing there. That one possibly by Joe Johnston. Here's an interesting page. No board. I guess they just hadn't gotten that one done yet, so it's just a placeholder. Here's attacking down the trench. We're up to board 113. Board 134, Luke diving across the horizontal line. You get the idea. I've never seen any examples of this particular storyboard set on the collector's market in the past, so we're excited to have this as a lot in our upcoming auction. I'll skip ahead to The Empire Strikes Back. This is one of my favorite pieces in the auction just because there's such a wonderful story behind where this came from. This is an original Ralph McQuarrie pencil drawing for Cloud City in The Empire Strikes Back, and this was retrieved from the dumpster at Industrial Light and Magic by a young fan who used to visit with his father. He was telling us the story. He said that for a period of time when they were working on Empire, they would stop by every week or every other week, and they would literally hop into the dumpster and dig through coffee grinds and crumpled up pieces of paper and see what they found, and they pulled out a few treasures like this one. This is unmistakably Ralph McQuarrie. You can tell by the line work, everything about it is just signature McQuarrie. You can see a bit of airbrush here on the page as well, and this is probably an early study for a painting that he did of Cloud City on illustration board, which was shot as an element for the film. So really great find with that one. Also from Empire, we have in the sale another lot. This is an original die line of the Imperial Walker cockpit. This would have been drawn by Joe Johnston. You can see on top of the printed die line there is additional work by hand. There's handwritten notes by Johnston, and there's little scribbles and coloring in of the various armored panels and such. So there's an article online recently where ILM art director Joe Johnston said that in his opinion, the Imperial Walker sequence, the Battle of Hoth, was one of the high points of the original trilogy, and I don't think you'd find many people that would argue with that. The Walker design just so perfect, and so this is a wonderful piece, wonderful representation of that craft and that sequence within the film. One more lot I want to show you guys. We'll skip ahead to Return of the Jedi. This is an animatic character. So this was used for video animatics that were shot at Industrial Light and Magic. And essentially it's just a little character on illustration board that they could put in front of a video camera to create shots of Akbar in the cockpit. This animatics character is definitely one of my favorite lots in the auction, but there is no shortage of other interesting material as well. So please take a look at the lots that are on offer in our Entertainment Memorabilia Live auction at propstore.com.